Hi everybody, Sean Holsinger here from holsingersflyshop.com. Today the fly I'm about to tie for you is another nymph pattern. This is one that I really like to fish here in my area. It's a golden pheasant tail nymph. Called that because I use golden pheasant tail to tie it with. Tying it very similar to a pheasant tail nymph, except I'm using a golden pheasant tail, which I really like the golden pheasant tail. You see the mottled pattern on it. It really makes a nice look whenever it's wrapped around the hook. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make a tail out of the golden pheasant tail. And I'm going to take about 6 or so fibers and line them all up. Okay, get them all lined up, and we're going to set them down on top of the hook. And loose loop them down here till we get the right length, get it where we want it, which is about right there. We're going to wrap it back to the bend. Okay, now I'm just going to take my pheasant tail fibers and I'm going to pull them back here, and I'm going to wrap them back down, because we're going to wrap this up the shank here in just a second. Next thing I'm going to add on is a piece of French oval tinsel in gold. This is going to be our ribbing. You can see there we're using medium-sized gold French oval tinsel. Just going to wrap that down on the hook shank. Wrap it back to the bend. The next thing we're going to do is bring our thread up here, and we're going to wrap our pheasant tail fibers. Okay, now as you see this go on, you saw in the feather there how it has those brown, tannish brown spots on the gray feather. I just really like how this wraps around the hook and that all blends together and it makes like a mottled look. I really like using this over top of pheasant tail because I like the looks of it better. Plus it's a little bit longer fibers for one, which makes it a little easier to work with. Okay, we're going to wrap that down and trim off our extra here. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap our ribbing up here. Space it out nice and even, not too tight. Just give it that nice rib look. You're going to get about 3 or 4 on this size 14. Tie it off. Okay, the next thing we're going to put on is our wing case. We're going to use pheasant tail fiber again, the golden pheasant, and we're going to tie on about 10 or so pieces, 10 strands of it, or fibers. We're going to tie that down, and going to put some ice dubbing on. We're using golden brown ice dub this time. Just dub this on our string. Wet your fingers a little bit, that helps with this ice dub. And just spin it on there. Okay, now we're going to take and we're going to pull our pheasant tail fibers, spreading them out to get nice coverage there. Pull it up over top, make a wing case, and tie it down right behind the eye. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is we're going to trim that off, and we're going to take and we're going to split what we had from our wing case. Let's split that in half. So you should have about 5 or 6, however many you had there. Just split it in half. We're going to use these to make our legs. Okay. get all of them the same length, and we're just gonna, easy way to do these legs. So I'm just gonna pinch it right on the side and tie it in. This is a simple way to make legs on a nymph. It works real well. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Make sure I get them all lined up. About the same. You know, you want 4 or 5 of them here on each side. One more. Okay, and then I'm just going to pinch it against the side of the body there and loose loop it down, then come back and make it tight. And we'll trim off our extra. And I'm just going to whip finish it, and we'll be done. Like I said, this is a really, really great pattern. Works great here in my area in central Pennsylvania. I fish this one a lot. I like this a little bit better than the regular pheasant tail, just because of the color. It's a generic nymph, just a searching nymph. You can see how easy it was there doing them legs like that, just pinching them on the side, and how they spread out real nice. I really hope you like this fly. Like I said, this one works real well for me in my area. I'm sure it'll work just about anywhere. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can constantly be updated with new videos. I'm always putting new ones on for you guys to watch. I hope you like them, and subscribe to my channel and like us on Facebook. And all your fly tying needs you can get at holsingersflyshop.com.